believe sooner or later I can catch him and I will take him back.
I'm fighting for my family, I'm fighting for my ancestors, my legacy, I'm fighting for everything. My mission is get that title and make sure no one's gonna pick it up.
I want to reach the top, stay champion, and be the man.
It all goes down in Miami's Caseo Center.
The UFC here in the 305.
At UFC 327.
Every time we come to Miami, it gets better and better.
Your reporters are everywhere, getting you the full story from your community.
Live from Miami.
We are in Miami.
Hollywood Live from Brickell in West Kendall in Miami Lakes.
To the news that impacts all of us from across the country.
We're following breaking news tonight.
Reported from the White House.
Ulberg.
West Palm Beach.
Television,
In Minneapolis.
on air, online, and streaming for free. Your reporter, only on CBS News Miami. News, weather, and live stream, all in one place on the CBS News app.
Calling all Heat fans, this weekend only. Secure your piece of the UFC Miami Heat Collab Collection. Visit UFC store merch stands around the building Thursday through Saturday. The product is only available here at Caseo Center.
Hey, you guys made it. Where'd you get out of work? Some guys said they'd do it for a case of Bud Light. Wait, what guys? It's time! To let you know, this call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Dustin. Well, I'm still here. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Gotta get a new job.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC.
Already put it, Tony.
Fight fans, right after the UFC 327 ceremonial weigh-in, make your way to American Social for the UFC Fight Pass Showcase. Catch the live show, hosted by NFL legend Chad Ochocinco and Laura Sanko, with former UFC flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja appearing for an exclusive meet and greet alongside more special guests. The action begins at 6:30 p.m., so get there early to secure your spot and take advantage of exclusive prizes, giveaways, and more.
Let's go to the bank. I do what I want. I don't care about what they think.
Here we go! Power Slap is in the house. 2 title fights. We've got Turn the Lights Up. Super heavyweight champion, the Hawaii Hitman, the King of the New, the most dangerous man in the game. They're messing around. The heavyweight title on the line. When the crowd lands, black bodies in the floor. And he faces an absolute legend. History is being made from Las Vegas. Buckle up.
This is UFC Fight Night.
Here we go.
Robert Mike Milan, one of the best Canadian prospects in the world.
But man, Gilbert Burns, he is an absolute animal. Charles Air Jordan, he's relentless, a monster. Wow. He is intensity personified, no doubt, guaranteed fireworks. It doesn't get any better.
The hype is now reality, guys.
Live on Paramount Plus.
Miami, let's go!
Jiri Prochazka, one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. The dying rise on chaos. He's an absolute demon. Ulberg, fast, powerful, internal package. He hits so hard and is so fast. This man has future champion written all over him. This place is on fire.
UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the ceremonial weigh for UFC 327, Prochazka versus Ulberg. Tomorrow night here in Miami, we will crown a new UFC light heavyweight champion as the division's former king, Jiri Prochazka, faces the weight class's rising star, New Zealand's Carlos Ulberg. Plus in the co-main event, opportunity knocks for oncoming light heavyweight contender Azamat Murzakanov, who puts his undefeated record on the line against former middleweight title challenger Paulo Costa. Also on behalf of UFC and on location, we send a special welcome to our UFC VIP experience guests joining us today here in Miami. We hope to see all of you once again for the live action at Kaseya Center tomorrow night. And now for the call of the weigh-in for UFC 327, here is Jiri.
What's happening, Miami? And a nice round of applause for the Octagon girls, Fred, Christy, and Brooklyn. Dana White, without him, none of this would be possible. Hunter Campbell, Sean Shelby, and Nick Maynard, matchmakers extraordinaire. And here we go, we kick things off on Paramount Plus and UFC Fight Pass in the welterweight division. Charles Radke versus Francisco Prado. First up on the scale, Francisco Prado, official weight 170. And his opponent, Charles Radke. Official weight 170. First fight of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Francisco Prado and Charles Radke. The next fight takes place in the middleweight division. Helden Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. Official weight for the silent assassin, 185. Official weight 185. Vicente Luce and Calvin Gastelum, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the lightweight division. Chris Padilla versus Mark Hernandez. First up on the scale, Mark Hernandez, official weight 155. And his opponent, Chris Padilla. Official weight 158. Chris has this weight. And Chris Padilla, ladies and gentlemen. Next we move into the late prelims in the women's strawweight division. Tatiana Suarez versus Lupe Martinez. First up on the scale, Lupe Martinez, official weight 116. And her opponent, Tatiana Suarez. Official weight 116. Lupe Martinez and Tatiana Suarez, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the lightweight division. Mateo Gamrot versus Esteban Rivalis. First on the scale, Esteban Rivalis, official weight 155. And his opponent, Mateo Gamrot. Official weight 156. That's a hell of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Esteban Rivalis and Mateo Gamrot. Next we move to the CBS window. The next 4 fights will be on CBS. We kick things off in the welterweight division. Devin Holland versus Randy Brown. First up on the scale, Randy Brown, official weight 171. And his opponent, Devin Holland. Official weight 171 for Trailblazer. Randy Brown and Kevin Holland, ladies and gentlemen, live on CBS. First up on the scale, Aaron Pico, official weight, 145. And his opponent, Patricio Pitbull. Official weight, 145. Aaron Pico and Patricio Pitbull, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the main card. Live on Paramount Plus in the two first fights on CBS. In the featherweight division, Cole Swanson versus Nate Lambert. First up on the scale, Nate Lambert, official weight 145. And his opponent, Cole Swanson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a farewell fight for Cole Swanson. Give it up for Cole. Official weight 146. Nate Lambert and Cole Swanson, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the light heavyweight division. Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. First up on the scale, Johnny Walker, official weight 205. And his opponent, Dominic Reyes. Official weight 205 for Mr. Reyes. Johnny Walker and Dominic Reyes, ladies and gentlemen, live on CBS. The next fight takes place in the heavyweight division. Curtis Blake versus Josh Hogan. Official weight 261 for Mr. Black.